morning, my friends. I wasn't going to vlog today just because I really don't feel the need to do it every day. I don't want to bore the heck out of you guys, but I just felt like chatting. It's Tuesday. I already ate my breakfast because I was on the phone with Denise from Dish with D, and I use my phone to film, so I couldn't film, talk to her and all that, and I didn't want my breakfast to get cold, but I did take a picture of it. This morning I made a spin on my breakfast pizza. Kim, over to Girl on her phone, made a sausage breakfast pizza the other day. And I liked the way it looked, and I was really in the mood for that, so I decided to make one this morning, but to change it up a bit, to make it a little bit more point friendly for myself. So I did. I'm going to insert a picture after I'm done chit-chatting. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. And I really kind of liked the way I did it this time instead of the way I've done it in the past. In the kind of dish I did it in. So what I did is I've been doing a little bit of a spin on the 2-ingredient dough when I use it for pizza. I've been using the recipe from Busy Kitchen, I think it is. It's 1 cup of flour. Well, I think she uses 2 cups of flour, and when I do the 2 cups of flour, I can get 2 pizza crusts out of it, so I only did half this morning. I did 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, a teaspoon of yeast, a teaspoon of baking powder, some salt, and some water. I made that dough, and then I let it rise for about a half an hour in a warm spot. Then I took a 9x13 pan and I rolled it out in there, and I went about ½ inch up the sides a little bit to build it up. Chopped up 8 pieces of Canadian bacon and sprinkled that along the bottom of the crust. And then I beat up 6 eggs with salt and pepper, poured that over the Canadian bacon, and then I took 1 cup of part skim mozzarella cheese, shred it, put that over the top, baked it at 400 for 18 minutes, and let me tell you, it was so good. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. It was so delicious, I ended up eating 2 pieces. 1 piece on the blue and purple was 3 points. 2 pieces was 7 points. Green I'd have to figure out because of the eggs. But man, it was so delicious. I was really hungry this morning. I had a really good HIIT workout this morning, so I was hungry. So I did eat 2 pieces of it instead of just 1. I should have had 1 and like some fruit or something else, but today is Tuesday. I did weigh in this morning, so look for my weigh-in video tomorrow and my meeting highlights tomorrow. And my weigh-in day is generally the day that I use my weekly points. I don't use them a whole lot during the week, so I really do accumulate them. So now normally I weigh in on Tuesday nights, so I generally have a bigger point dinner Tuesday night and maybe a dessert and use most of my weeklies for the week, and then they reset on Wednesday. I have them so they reset Wednesday. But since I weighed in this morning, I thought, well, I'll have a little bit of a higher breakfast, and I'll spread the points out through the day. I'll have a little bit of a higher point breakfast, a little bit of a higher point lunch, and then my traditional Chinese takeout, which will only be 12 points. So I will probably use today probably about 33, 34 points is my guess, instead of my normal 23. So that's okay, because this is what I do. I definitely don't binge, I don't gorge, I don't go negative. I just use probably, I think going in today I have not a whole lot of weekly points because I've been eating my full 23, so I don't have a lot of rollovers. I think I have about 32 weeklies in addition to my 23 dailies. So I'll probably use about half of those weeklies today, and then they'll reset tomorrow, so it's all good. But yeah, I'm going to type out the recipe and get it up on my website. Like I said, it's pretty much just like Kim's, except I just use different ingredients, but it's her method. She used crescent roll dough. I'm using the Busy Kitchen dough. She used sausage. I used Canadian bacon. She used cheddar cheese. I used mozzarella because if you saw my grocery haul last week, I have a 5-pound bag of shredded mozzarella. The dog is going crazy because there's people walking down the street and they're walking their dog. Yeah. So I'm going to end this here. I will insert that picture of the breakfast pizza. I'm going to call it breakfast pizza casserole since I already have a breakfast pizza, but it was definitely delicious. So I will be back to talk to you later. I am actually, let me shut the dog up. I am actually going to leave my house today. Don't panic. I am going to our local Joann's fabric store, which is closed. They're only doing curbside pickup. But today at noon, and it's first, Aria, it's first come, first serve. They are giving whoever wants them kits to make masks for the hospital workers. Everything you need is in there. They're giving them away. And then when you're done making them, you can take them right back to Joann's and they will get them to where they need to be sanitized and distributed to hospitals. So I'm thrilled about this because I have material that I could sew them with, but I don't have any elastic and I don't have any interfacing so in my collection, which is shocking. So I'm thrilled. So I am going to go do curbside pickup to get a kit. I'm hoping they still have them. I'm going to leave. Joann's is about 15 minutes from my house. So I'm going to leave here at about 11:30 because the pickup starts at noon. So then I'll come home and get busy. So, you know, I had all these plans today to clean out some drawers and clean out my closet, but I really think that sewing these masks is a little bit more important than that. So I'll bang those out and then maybe get some cleaning done. We'll see. Kind of just today because I am not working at all today. Helping Adam with a school project. He has, for forensic science, every year for forensic science they do this project. This year it's a little different, of course, because they're not in school, but they have to take a cereal box and cover it, and they have to make the cereal box serial killer. So he had to pick a serial killer, and he had to research the serial killer, and then he has specific instructions for this cereal box. The front has to have a catchy name for your cereal and a tagline. It has to have a logo, like a manufacturer logo, like Kellogg's or something like that. A picture of the serial killer, and then a little teaser element to it. And then the back has to have interactive games. One side has to have a nutrition label with specific statistics. The other side has to have kind of a little report. The bottom has to have your sources. It's pretty cool. So she's making it do, he just has to take a picture and send it in. And she's making each panel do a different day. So yesterday the front panel was due. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, that's probably backwards. I'll take a picture of it and put it in. Instead of doing Lucky Charms, he did Fishy Charms because his serial killer is Albert Fish. And they're morbidly deceiving instead of being magically delicious. He used my Cricut and cut out the letters and stuck them on. And then there's an electrifying Albert Fish toy in every box. He said electrifying because he was electrocuted. And then instead of General Mills, it was General Kills. So he had fun using my Cricut and learning how to use that and do that. And then the back, he did a word search and a word scramble. And there's websites that you can just type in what you want and they make it for you. So that was easy. So I had fun helping him with that and teaching him how to use my Cricut and stuff like that. I feel like I'm back in, grade school with the projects, but it's all good. So anyway, I was only going to jump on here and say good morning and not even vlog today, and I've talked for 9 minutes. So yeah, I will be back later with some lunch, and I will also, if I am able to grab a kit, I will show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I am at Joann's. I'm the second car in line. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 6 cars altogether, and it is 10 of 12. So hopefully the information they gave us was correct, and at 12 o'clock they will give out the kits. We'll see. Andrew never got over to the church yesterday to drop off all the food donations because it was just pouring down rain all day. So after I'm done here, the church is only 5 minutes down the road. So I'm going to go dump those on the doorstep of the church office and get back home in my quarantined house. Score. Got my mask kit. We opened the window and they threw it right in. So that is my project for this afternoon, is to go home, read the instructions, and get started. Okay, we are going to interrupt this day before I start my sewing to do a tag. This tag was the brainchild, stealing Kim's words, of Tracy over at Trials of a Long Hair Girl. She had started the spring tag that we did last week, but then she decided to start doing a Tuesday tag. Just to kind of break up, sorry, I'm just readjusting here. Just to kind of break up the boredom and monotony of being stuck at home, and just for something with a little bit of fun. So I am just going to add that Tuesday tag right into this Tuesday video. It's short, it's only 10 quick questions, so we'll be quick. Number 1, what is one of your favorite ways to spend a Saturday? Well, 2 things. Absolutely, first, number 1 is watching my kids participate in an activity, whether it be sports or some other activity. To me, that nothing is better than watching my kids shine, watching my kids on the track, watching them in the pool, watching them on the stage, watching them in the throwing pit. Nothing better than being there to cheer on my kids. But if there are no sports, my favorite way to spend a Saturday is going for a nice long hike. We have some great hiking trails all within an hour of us, and I love to hike. My husband loves to hike, and the boys love to hike. So they are my 2 favorite ways to spend a Saturday. Number 2, list your top 3 favorite TV shows. We don't watch much TV. We used to. We used to watch a lot of TV, and then it just kind of, I don't know, nothing really thrills us anymore. But I do have an absolute favorite TV show, and if you watch my channel, you know it is Survivor. I love Survivor. We've been watching it from the very beginning, and I don't miss it, ever. If I don't get to see it on Wednesday nights, I DVR it. So Survivor is my number 1. My number 2 would have to be the Great British Baking Show. Love that show. And that's about it. If I have to pick a third one, I would say Major League Baseball on TV. I love my Philadelphia Phillies, and I love watching baseball. So they're my top 3 shows. Number 3, would you rather be in pictures or take them? Probably both. I guess be in them. I think it's important to have your life captured. You know, when I'm gone, I want my kids to be able to look back and say, oh, remember this with mom or that with mom. I don't want to not be in any pictures. So I guess being in the pictures, but I like taking them too, because I'm a little critical when I take pictures. Like, I make sure everybody looks good. I make sure nobody's got, you know, green stuff in their teeth. And so I like taking them too, because I'm a control freak, but I do like being in them. Number 4, why do you vlog? Started my channel last February of 2019. I had already made my Weight Watchers goal and was a lifetime member. And I did it so I could help other people. I had tremendous success with Weight Watchers. I did. You know, I lost 65 pounds in 8 months. I've kept it off. I've had great success. And all I wanted to do was share that with other people, and maybe if I could just help one other person. If something I said could resonate with one other person, because you know how I feel, that whatever you do and eat to lose the weight, you have to do for the rest of your life to maintain it. And I just want to drive that home to people. And I just want to help them, and I want them to be successful, and I want to be their cheerleader. And it also, in the long run, helps me. It keeps me accountable. Because when I show you my full day of eating, sometimes I'm like, oh, I should have, you know, a honey bun. And I'm like, no, because if I eat that, I need to show it, and I'm going to be over my points, and I'm going to feel like crap. And that's not setting a good example for my peeps. And it's not healthy choices for me. So it also keeps me accountable. But the number 1 reason is just to help other people. Number 5, share 5 websites that you visit regularly. Well, definitely Google. I Google everything. Number 2 is Canva. That is where I make all my thumbnails and other things for my YouTube videos. So I'm on there constantly, every day. YouTube, because I watch my girls and my guys and I upload my videos. My website, joanspointedplate.com, because I'm always doing some kind of maintenance on there. And then lastly, a couple different religious websites with daily devotionals and things like that. So they would be my top 5 websites. If you could have lunch with one person from your Twitter list, who would it be? I can't tell you the last time I deleted my Twitter app, so I don't even know who's on my list, so nobody. List a few of your favorite snacks. Well, that depends. Are we talking WW friendly, or are we talking no holds barred, whatever we want snacks? For the no holds barred, whatever we want snacks, not counting points, it would be Turkey Hill Naturals mint chocolate chip ice cream. Favorite of all time. Favorite of all time. As far as WW snacks, I'm not a huge snacker. I really concentrate more on my meals. But I love the banana oatmeal muffins. That recipe started with Denise over at Dish with D, and she makes like mini loaves of it. I changed it a little bit and make muffins out of it. I love those. They are so delicious with a cup of tea. I might have to have one now. What else for snacks? I love my orange Aldi queso cheese. 2 tablespoons for 1 point, and I use the big pop cakes that I get at the Amish market, because one of those is 0 points. So I feel like I'm having chips and dip for a point. So that would be another one of my favorite snacks. Crock-pot apples are a favorite. So yeah, that seems about right. Do you have a pet, and if so, what kind? Now, you know, if you watch my channel, you know I have 3 of them. We have Aria. She is she was a rescue dog. And it just left my head what she is. She is oh my gosh, how horrible is that? Well, let's move on to Chloe. Chloe is a Yorkie Chihuahua mix. Chloe is 10 years old? 10 years old and getting very crotchety in her old age. Smalls is our cat. Smalls is 7 years old. 7? I can't remember if he's a year older or a year younger than Aria. And I swore I would never have a cat because A, I never liked cats, and B, Doug and I are allergic. The boys begged and begged and begged for a cat. One of my friends posted these cats on Facebook that needed to be rescued. I'm like, oh, let's just go look. And Doug looked at me and rolled his eyes, knowing darn well we weren't going to just look. And we went to look at these cats, and this tiny little run-of-the-litter kitten came up and wrapped himself around my legs and melted my heart. And that's how we became Smalls' mommy and daddy. Yeah. And he was diagnosed failure to thrive in the first week that we had him. He was less than a pound. He was on special prescription cat food for the first year of his life. You know, we had to get him fixed. Oh, this free cat ended up costing us thousands of dollars that first year. But we love him. He's a really cool cat. He doesn't know he's a cat. He thinks he's a dog because he's only been around the dogs. Okay, so yeah, we had Aria first because Smalls has been around those two, and he acts just like a dog. Aria is a Cavachon mix, Cavalier Spaniel and Bichon Frise. The person that got her, like, paid a fortune for her. Like, you know, she was like this boutique dog. And then I can't even remember how old Aria was when we got her, but she was still pretty young. And yeah. So she's a snuggle bug. She is the best dog ever. Ever. Love her to death. So that's our 3 animals. And Andrew had a fish, Sam, but he died. Which 3 material possessions would you struggle to live without? My phone, because I use it for everything. I use it to vlog, and, you know, my phone. My laptop, because that's how I get stuff done. That's how I access my website. That's how I update my website. And books. all kinds of books, from my Bible to my cozy mystery books. I love books. I don't own a lot of books because I'm a big proponent of the library. I'm a big supporter of the library system, but I have to have books. And the last question, what is your favorite drink? Well, if you know me, you know it's tea. I love tea. I love hot tea. I love iced tea. I love tea. So that's it. There's the tag. It is the Tuesday tag. And thank you, Kim, over to Girl in Her Phone, for tagging me. Thank you, Tracy, for starting this. Okay, I noticed while I was editing that I had some screwed up footage. So that's why this looks a little funny and the lights changed and all that. For my people to tag in the Tuesday tag, I am going to tag Danielle Nicole, and I am going to tag Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy. Ladies, if you would love to do this tag, I would love you to do it. If you don't want to do it, I completely understand. I don't want anyone to get overwhelmed with having to film something when they don't have time or when they're busy dealing with other things in the world. So if you'd like to do it, I would love to see your answers. If not a big deal. I won't be upset. So Danielle and Sandy, you're tagged if you want to do it, and I will link them in the description box below, their channels, and I will also put the questions down there. Thanks a lot. Okay guys, I am here to end this vlog today. So I told you we were ordering Chinese from our favorite place. Yeah, they're not open today. Apparently they're open very sporadically now, even for takeout. So we were going to call our second favorite Asian place, and they're not open either. They have 4 locations, and the one near us is not open. The one furthest from us is open. Yeah. So we decided on cheesesteaks. So I am going to have a small mushroom cheesesteak. Doug's having a cheesesteak, and I think the boys are getting buffalo chicken cheesesteaks or something. So much for that. I'm really sad because I really, really wanted my beef with broccoli. I'm bummed, but it is what it is. I am just very grateful that we found a place to order from, and that's that. So, oh, here. You see? There's the mask. One is completely done. The rest of them are all sewn and pinned. I just have to, the pleats are pinned in it. I just have to sew them all the way around, and they will be completely done. So that's that. I have to call Joann's tomorrow and find out what the procedure for dropping them off is and see if they have any more kits. Yada, yada, yada. So that was a fun project. Something to do on my day off, and I got out of cleaning out drawers and cleaning my closet, so even better. I will be back tomorrow morning with my weigh-in and my meeting highlights for the week, and maybe a full day of eating tomorrow. So have a fantastic night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and if you can, stay on track. I know times are tough, and I know it's hard. But remember, in the long run, it's better to be healthy during this. And eating that healthy food and doing those healthy activities will definitely help our bodies. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you soon, my friends.